I got my pepper spray and my knife, and I was ready to go after that man because I literally just saw him standing next to my car, and then when I walked up, he walked away. So I was about to go after him with this. If I would have ran into that man, he would have felt my full wrath of that moment, because why me? Why my Jeep? Why?
Every time I find my way, I find my way to get to you, baby.
Hola my May babies, it is your girl Melody Owl May, and welcome back to another banger, baby. As you guys can read by the title description, here we go again. Yes, my car has been broken into and vandalized for the second time in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles to be specific. It happened twice downtown LA, and this honestly happened very recently, as recent as the past like couple weeks. So I wanted to do a little story time. As you guys can see, I'm currently sitting in my car. I kind of wanted to have the same kind of little format as I did with the first video. Unfortunately, I didn't expect me to be making this video right now, my babies. This is a very unfortunate situation, and I'm making this video for cautionary purposes primarily. For those who live in downtown Los Angeles, or those who are thinking about moving into downtown Los Angeles, this video is for you. And those who park downtown, this video is for you, okay? Before I go ahead and start off the story time, make sure you guys go ahead and smash that subscribe button and join the May Baby family. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and we're gonna get there with your help. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and get me there. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video if you guys like it. Comment below and tell me what you guys think. If this situation ever happened to you, what I should do moving forward, and just if you could relate, just make sure that you guys comment below and let me know. And let's just go ahead and get into this story time. So first off, as you guys can see from my last video, my weekly vlog, I had tucked my cross away, and this cross has always been protecting my car ever since I got this car. Honestly, me and my best friend Farrah, we got these rosaries in Baton Rouge, and this has been protecting my car. And before I had did all this, I had tucked it up like this, and just like that, I was not protected. Okay, my babies, let's just go ahead and get into this story time. So a little background about my Jeep, okay? My baby, I had got my Jeep in 2016. I had this Jeep since 2016. Okay, my mom drove this Jeep from Chicago all the way to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and it was love at first sight. Like literally, I've been having this car since 2016, so it's been 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's been 8 years since I had this car. Long story short, it's gotten me where it needs to go, okay? Even though it's a 2005 Jeep Liberty, it's gotten me where she needs to go. But when it comes to this car, I'm always safe. I always feel secure. When I go places, I literally just go there to get to my destination, park, and leave, and pray that I come back safely, as well as my car. This is what I do. Every time I leave, I always pray for safe traveling, grace, and mercy during my time, okay? So let me just start at the beginning of this story. So, this is so triggering. Okay, so Monday. This was the first Monday of September. I remember this like it was yesterday, literally. Let me tell y'all. My friend Toya texted me the night before, and she was super excited about going to Monday Night Vibes. Monday Night Vibes is like a karaoke like vibe session in LA, and it's honestly my favorite club in LA. So as soon as she told me that we're going to Monday Night Vibes karaoke, I said I'm definitely down. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, Monday Night Vibes doesn't start until 10:30 at night, and I be in the bed with full REM sleep, eyes rolling in the back of my head by 10:30. okay? So I had to literally mentally prepare myself for this outing, because you guys, I don't really go out. I learned that I'm not really like a club girl. Like, I don't like to go out, I don't like to party. It's not really fun to me no more. I did that in college, and I realized that that's not my speed anymore. Like, I'm on some lounge stuff. If I do go out, it's early, and I'm on some lounge stuff, chill stuff. But on this occasion, I plan on going to Monday Night Vibes because the throwback R&B that they be playing, it just hits my soul. I had an amazing time, okay? So I went there fully anticipating that I was going to be doing karaoke that night, and we got there at 10:30 exactly. We honestly were the first people that entered the club, to be honest. The club was pretty empty at 10:30, so that shows you that LA nightlife don't really start till midnight, especially Monday Night Vibes. So when we got there, we took some pictures. I'll make sure that I pop it in. I was looking so cute. This is the first time that I had put on makeup and like did my hair in so long. As you guys know, the only time that I really do my makeup is when I film, so I actually did my makeup and got cute. Long story short, we just really thoroughly enjoyed ourselves at Monday Night Vibes. I even went up there and sang, y'all. Like, it was crazy. I really kind of got out of my comfort zone, and I really went because I really did want to sing. I just really enjoyed everything about that club. It was a 10 out of 10. The whole experience was a 10 out of 10. It was just the most perfect night. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I went out, because I almost didn't want to go out. Like, I just wanted to be a hermit crab all my life. But I was just like, I really truly genuinely enjoyed myself. And even though we stayed out until like maybe 2-3 in the morning, which is not what I expected, 2:30 rolls around at the club and karaoke just ends. I'm like, hey, you ready to go? And she's just like, yeah, we can go. So we head out, everything's great. We get back to our car, drive back, literally the whole time talking about how great this whole night was and how like this whole week and everything coming up is gonna be great in our lives. Y'all, we pull up to my car. Mind you, her apartment is right here, right? I parked on the street, right across the street from her apartment. I parked on the street and I paid a meter. I paid a meter to park there. And when I pulled up, there was this man standing by my car. And I'm like, Toya, who is this standing by my car? I said, I'm getting out, like literally getting out. I'm about to investigate the situation because he's a little too close to my car. But Toya was just like, Melody, do not get out. Wait until he leaves. And I'm like, girl, no, he is by my car. So I literally get out. And then when I'm walking towards my car, the guy literally walks away. And I'm not really thinking too much of it at the time. So I walk towards this window, you guys. I'm opening my car door, looking at this window right here, y'all. I'm walking towards this window, looking at this window across. And I see all of this glass is broken out. And I'm looking on my seat and it's just glass on my seat with just stuff all thrown on my seat. My heart immediately drops, y'all. I'm like, oh my gosh, not again. Really? What? I said, no, this cannot happen again. And then it hits me like a ton of bricks. This happened again. For the second time. My poor Jeep, y'all. Why does it have to be my Jeep every time? My poor Jeep. Why does it always have to be the right side too? Because last time it was this back window that was broken into. And this window never been the same. But I'll get back into that other story later. Let me finish this story, you guys. So, I came to the realization that my car got broken into for the second time. And I was pissed. I saw red. I have never been this angry in so long. I got my pepper spray and my knife, and I was ready to go after that man because I literally just saw him standing next to my car. And then when I walked up, he walked away. So I was about to go after him with this. Okay, he was about to get this. I was literally trying to walk fast in that direction where he was walking. As soon as I noticed that my car windows got busted out. Whole time, mind you, Toya just dropped me off and she's just sitting there watching this whole entire thing play out. So as she sees me walk away, she was like, wait, Melody, don't go. Like, don't just walk around looking for this guy. So she's literally following me with her car as I'm walking around the street looking for this nigga, trying to find him so I can stab. I don't know what I would have done. I was about to fight him. If I would have ran into that man, he would have felt my full wrath of that moment. Because why me? Why my Jeep? Why? I had nothing in here because I've learned from the first time not to put anything worth of real value in this car, because I literally have my life in my car. I kind of still do have my life in my car, but not anything that's worth of real value. So I don't know what the purpose was of him choosing my vehicle to steal out of. Because last time, if you guys watched my video last time and you watched the whole clip, they had caught the homeless man shining his light through my window, and then I guess he seen something that he liked, so he bust the window. But this time there was nothing for him to see in my car. I was just like thinking, why did you pick my car? Because mind you, my car was not the only one parked on the street. There was other cars there, but he picked my car to break into. So I'm literally going down the street trying to look for this dude. Toya's following me. I can't find him. I walked 2 blocks at this point. I'm angry. All I'm seeing is red. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go home. Let me just I'm just over this whole night. Let me just go home. I should have just stayed home. I'm marching back to my car. I'm still scoping up the scene. I'm still analyzing the street. And I see right there on the dirty LA sidewalk is Chuchi's bag full of stuff from my car. So I'm like, what? This is my stuff right here. And you guys, let me go back because I'm speaking too soon. Literally, as soon as I noticed that my car was broken into, I immediately started recording. And I'll show the video real quick after I explain this. But I was walking down the street. I didn't see him. I saw my stuff. I was like, oh my God, this is my stuff. I grabbed my stuff and I was just like immediately let me just go home. Like, I'm over this whole entire night. Let me just grab my stuff, throw it in the car and just drive home. I just saw that dude just leave my my boy. Are you serious, bro? They literally broke my car window. There was nothing in there for them to break my car. Gosh. This is my right. Thank God I could drive home, because now that I thought about it, the situation could have been way more worse, because they could have just took the whole car. They could have took one of my tires. So I was grateful that I was able to drive off without being completely robbed of my car. But you guys, when I had grabbed Tucci's bag, I didn't even look at the contents of the bag. I literally just threw it in my car, walked back to the car with Toya, and she asked me, she was like, do you want to just wait here for the cops? You want to call the cops and wait? And I'm like, no, they're not coming. I've learned that from last time. Literally last time, you guys know that we had a whole video of the guy who was actually broke into my car and did the thing. First off, the cops didn't show up until 5 hours later. Second off, they were just like, okay, well, there's nothing that we can do because we got bigger problems. And then third off, he's gotten away with it. They had his whole entire face. If they wanted to get fingerprints, they would have gotten it, okay? He did not get caught. So I was like, you know what, that'll be a waste of time to even call the police and go through all of that. That would just be even more traumatic for me, because I was already traumatized. I was already ready to go home. There was glass everywhere. What the?
No, this is really insane.
Like, this is the second time this happened.
Yeah,
This is the second time this happened. Bro, you really rummaged through I don't have nothing in here.
They really ran through your shit, man.
I literally have nothing in here. And they didn't get anything. Like, literally, they could not find anything. Oh my God. Bro.
What you want to do? Should we call somebody?
I can't call anybody. Like, they're not gonna come. I tried this before.
Next time, I'm gonna just have you.
I didn't even clean off the glass. I literally just brushed off my driver's seat and I got in the car, and I immediately called my fiance and told him what happened. And y'all, I cried. I cried my eyes out the whole ride home. It was so traumatizing, you guys. Like, literally, there are so many times where I just try to roll up my window, just not even thinking, and then like the wind is just hitting my face the whole time. I'm just crying. I boo-hoo that whole ride. Not even just the like that type of cry, y'all. I cried and I was just so hurt. I was just thinking the whole time, why me? Every time, why me? Why my poor Jeep? Why? I was having such a great night, and then this just literally rained on my parade. And I was just thinking about so many scenarios. Like, one, I should have just listened to my first mind of not even going out that night. Two, I was like, man, if we would have just left an hour earlier, even 30 minutes earlier, I would have saved myself a whole window, okay? I would have saved myself a whole window. I was so sad, y'all. Like, why me? But anyway, you guys, I got home and I finally calmed down a little bit as soon as I parked. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like God was speaking to me that whole ride home. Even though I prayed for safe traveling, grace, and mercy, and I genuinely wanted to just have a great time and go out with my friend, God was telling me, babe, this is life. It could have been a way worse situation. He saved me. Now, what if I really would have walked up to that homeless man and he had a gun? What if the homeless man would have stabbed me back? Like, he saved me from a lot of situations that night. So I'm truly grateful that I didn't go crazy, or it could have been even worse. So I tried to build enough will to just see what he took at the moment. And I just seen a whole bunch of stuff just thrown around. Like, I was trying to donate some clothes that I had in my car for the longest. It was like 3 or 4 bags of clothes that I wanted to donate, and I wanted to give to the Plato's Closet, but they didn't want to give me no money at Plato's Closet. So I had those bags back there, and just car stuff, and just really just junk, a whole bunch of junk. It wasn't really nothing worth of real value. The only thing that was worth value was my man's tools, okay? He had a whole bunch of car tools in the back seat, on the floor, under the seat. It was like really, really expensive car tools that he had back there, because he always fixing my car. He always fixing my Jeep. This Jeep is his Project 25-8. So I looked all around the car and I noticed that he took his tools, and that was really the only thing that I've noticed that was gone that he took. My huge discovery was, y'all know that bag that I picked up off the LA streets? Tell me why that was the lick bag. I picked up Chuchi's bag, and in Chuchi's bag, it was an air pump, it was my speaker, it was my fiance's old work iPad that somebody would have had a jailbreak to get into because we couldn't even get into it. It was the car jumper. Yeah, y'all, when I grabbed it, I didn't know I was grabbing the lick bag. So I felt kind of accomplished when I grabbed that lick bag because I got a little bit of my stuff back when I saw that. So you know what my thing is behind it? I feel like that man that I saw that was close to my car when I walked up, that was the man that broke my window. And when he saw me get out and walk towards him, I feel like he kind of got spooked, or I think that he noticed that I was following him, because I think he just put down the bag and then got the fuck, because if I would have saw him carrying my stuff, I would have known that it was him who broke into my car. And he probably didn't know what I had. He probably think I would have had a gun and shot his ass. Yeah, y'all, I found the lick bag and I just analyzed the outside of my car, y'all. Let me show you guys the outside of my car. It took me like a week to even get this fixed because I had to wait until my man came with me to the car shop. As you guys, y'all, if you know, you already know, you never go to the car shop alone as a female. They're gonna charge you out the ass. But this is what it looked like. Y'all, tell me why he chipped the paint off of my car to get inside my window. So literally it looks like this now. He chipped this part. I don't know what he did, but he just really chipped away my paint and this whole entire structure of my window right here. And all this was broke out. This is the window that got broken into last time, and this is the window that got broken into this time, y'all. So it's always this side of the car, like my poor baby. I've been living in LA for 6 years now, which is insane to say. And I've gotten my car broken into twice downtown LA. So this situation just made me learn to be very careful where I park my car, especially downtown LA. Especially downtown LA, you guys. And I say that because the first time I parked my car, I literally parked in a parking structure. It's like an open parking structure downtown. It was Pentagon parking. And if you guys want to go ahead and watch that video in the story time of how I got my car broken into the first time, click this link right here, because I'm not going to get too far into it because honestly it's very traumatizing, as you guys already know, and as I'm going to expound in a second. The first time I parked at the Pentagon parking and I paid the actual machine that you pay for parking. And I came there that morning and I seen my car broken into and all my stuff basically rummaged through, and they stole my purses, my laptop, my camera. They stole a whole wallet. They stole a whole bunch of stuff. It was crazy. That was really the first punch to my gut when I got my car broken into that first time. So this second time, it wasn't as hard of a hit because it's like, dang, this happened already before, but it was just like more so like, dang, like again. Like that was literally the feeling, is like, again, what did I do this time? Because I know the first time I kept everything in my car, like everything, my life in my car, and I've learned my lesson not to keep everything in my car, so I took everything out. So why this time did I get my car broken into again and I didn't have anything in it? What is the purpose? I've learned in this situation that, one, if I'm going to downtown LA, I'm going to Uber or Lyft. I'm not going to drive my car and park my car anytime at night downtown. No, that's a no for me. I fully learned my lesson. When it comes to LA, you have to worry about your car getting broken into. You got to worry about your car getting towed. You just got to worry about your car. So you can't really truly enjoy yourself. I feel like this whole entire situation really like kind of traumatized me to the extreme, and like just showed me just to stay inside at this point, because and it's so sad to say that I'm like, I really just want to be inside now because I'm really scared of what might happen next. In LA, it's so scary, y'all. It's so sad. Like, honestly, ever since that situation happened, anytime I have to go out and do stuff, I'm constantly noticing that I'm always checking on my car. I'm always stepping out to just check on my car to see if it's good. I'm not just relaxing and just being in the moment, being present. I'm always just traumatized about somebody messing with my car. It is so sad, y'all. Really pray for me that I really get out of this trauma, because it really is very traumatizing, you guys. Like, this is the second time that my car has gotten broken into in LA, and I feel like I need to change something in my life for this to not be a third time. In Jesus' name, it's not gonna be a third time. I just took everything out of my car, and honestly, this situation just made me feel so freaking violated. I had to sanitize all of my stuff that he had rummaged around. I feel like now this car is just so dirty. I feel like he's just put his fingerprints and dirt and germs everywhere, and I just feel like I need to extract all of that dirt and grime out of my life in order to move on with this car. Like, I just want to start fresh. I've never gotten this car detailed, and I want to get it detailed now, and it's really expensive. So I looked up online how I can do this stuff myself, and it's like a portable extractor at Home Depot that you can rent out for like $22. But the only thing is, it still has a plug. So how is it portable if it still has a plug? I think it shouldn't be called portable because that's not portable. I gotta figure out how I can extract this negativity out of this car, because I just feel dirty every time I get in here. It doesn't matter how much I Lysol or any of that. He's just touched everywhere. I don't even know where he has touched. So I would say the good thing that came out of this whole entire scenario is those clothes that I had in the back of my car for like forever, like literally years, that I've been trying to donate. I actually went to the women's shelter here in Los Angeles, and I was trying to donate all the clothes. So let me tell you guys how it went. So I went to the women's shelter, and I want to specifically go to the women's shelter because I have a lot of girly clothes, you know, like I have a lot of hair products as well that I do not use that I just wanted to give away. So I went there, and basically, long story short, I was in a line behind a family that was basically getting like diapers and other supplies for their home. The guy who was helping them, they had asked me quickly, hi, how can I help you with anything? And I'm like, oh, I just was looking for a place where I can donate. I was looking to try to donate these clothes. And they were like, oh ma'am, we're not taking any donations right now. So they handed me a piece of paper with a whole list of shelters that I can donate my clothes to. And as I was walking out, one of the little girls who was a part of that family had followed me after. She was like, hey, excuse me, what kind of clothes do you have? And I was like, oh yeah, come see. So I took her to my car, and I just handed her 3 or 4 big bags of clothes and hair products. And she was really happy to receive them. So that really made my day. I feel like that kind of put more purpose towards everything that happened, because if he didn't rummage through my stuff and have all these clothes everywhere and is really bothering my OCD, I would not have drove to the women's shelter and donated those clothes and really helped that family. So that kind of really helped me take a step towards getting past this trauma of getting my car broken into for the second time. I'm still a work in progress. Now I park right at the door so I can stick my neck outside and see if anybody messes with my car, and I got my pepper spray.
I was waiting on you at the door.
But yeah, you guys, I kind of was really hurt because I know from the last time that I got my car broken into, the back window really was never the same. Even though I got it fixed, the back window fixed immediately. I went to a Mexican man, y'all. They were trying to take off my windshield too. Thank God we didn't leave and we were sitting there watching them replace the window, because they started taking off my windshield when clearly the back window is broken and shattered. Why would you take off of my, you know what? Anyway, whenever I go on the expressway, you kind of hear wind coming from the back window a little bit, so I assume that would be the case in this window. So that's kind of part of a reason why I cried my freaking eyes out when I was driving home after the incident. So my man finally came with me to go get my window fixed that weekend. Honestly, didn't feel like doing that, but I had to get it done because I knew eventually I needed a window, and I was tired of the wind hitting me in my face every day. And I was parking in Compton, California with no window, so I was like, nah, I need to get my window fixed ASAP. So honestly, went to a really good place that replaced my window in literally like 10 minutes. They got all the glass out of my doors, and not all of it, because I'm clearly looking at some right now, but they got most of the glass out of my window and my door. And even though I'm still picking up glass, they really did a really good job with fixing my window. Let me show you guys. So now the window goes down, and now the window goes all the way back up. And when I drive, you don't really hear the wind blowing in my face like the back window, because I don't know what he did with that back window, but this window, he kind of did the damage on the outside more than inside the crease where the window kind of comes up and down. So I was grateful that he was able to fix that, and only for $125, y'all. God is so good, because I remember last time I think I paid like $2 something, and they were not as fast and precise as this time. So hopefully I won't be back again, but I'm glad that we went to that exact place, because it was like affordable or discount windows or something like that. I forgot the place that we went to, but that's where we went and got my car fixed. And overall, y'all, that's pretty much the story of how my car got broken into and vandalized. And I say vandalized because they chipped my damn paint on the outside of my window, and they threw everything around. It was just a mess. It was a mess. I feel like it's huge growth to even be able to talk about this situation without feeling triggered And that night I went home to my home while that man went to probably go to the next car to figure out what else he could steal. You know what? God has vengeance. And I've learned that in this situation. I'm so glad that I gave God the vengeance, because that man is gonna get what's coming to him. It's not up to me to make him feel the vengeance, feel my wrath. It's not up to me. I'm just gonna let God continue blessing me here in Los Angeles. I'm going to live my life. I'm not gonna let anybody or any situation stop me from living my very best life, because your girl got stuff that she gotta do, okay? In LA and downtown, everywhere, okay? I just need to be careful. I need to stay prayed up. God got me covered, okay, my babies? So I hope that this video educated you on what to do when you're parking your car in LA, or if you're thinking about moving to downtown LA. Please be very careful. Please stay prayed up. And until next time, I will catch you on the next banger, baby. Bye.